This is a video how-to on the subject of changing the bearings in the MCPx blade grips. Boca Bearings have been very kind to provide a set of their high-performance bearings for this task. For all of you that want to utilize a set of high-performance bearings in the MCPx, Boca Bearings has them in stock. You will need to assemble a set of tools for this job. The kit comes with a JIS or Phillips screwdriver, but you'll also need a common flat blade screwdriver to complete this. For this particular video, I'm using a set of WIA tools, which you see right here. I've also got a piece of silicone fuel tubing on the end of the screwdriver to help me later on in the assembly procedure. The first step is to remove the rotor head from the helicopter, and for the sake of this video, I've already done that, so we've got the rotor head free and clear. These are the Boca bearings that we're going to actually install in the rotor head itself, in the blade grips. The rotor head and the components are very small, so bear with me when I disassemble this, and we'll get started on the disassembly procedure. One side of the feathering spindle's got a slot in it for the common screwdriver, and we're going to insert our tool like this. And you'll notice that with the silicone rubber on the screwdriver, I can hold and maintain the location of the rotor head. So now what I want to do is I want to take my little WIA screwdriver here, come in here and remove the Phillips head fastener on the other side of the feathering spindle. And you'll notice, since I magnetized the ends of the screwdriver before we started with these little magnets that you see right here, helps to maintain control of the fastener. Slide the blade grip off, slide the feathering spindle out of the hub, and drop the little washers that you see right here, and we're ready to start disassembling the bearings. The best tool you can use to remove the bearings from the grip is the one you've already got, and that's going to be the feathering spindle. So we'll slide the feathering spindle out like this, and what we're going to do is take and rock the bearing out, set it aside. And you can take your Phillips head screwdriver like this, just push the bearing out. We'll do the same thing for the other blade grip. Just take the feathering spindle and rock it. Slide the bearing out. Take our Phillips head screwdriver. Just push that home. So now the bearings are completely out of the blade grips. If you look closely at bearings in the past, you'll notice that they've got a construction where the retainer holds the balls in place in the inner and outer race. And if you'll notice, it may be hard to see, there's like a little copper sheen. This is actually the back side of the retainer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back side of the retainer, and I'm going to make sure that it goes on the outside and inside of the blade grip. So what I'm going to do is take my feathering spindle and use it as a reassembly tool. So what you do right here is just slide the bearing inside the blade grip like so, then take the feathering spindle and pull the bearing home. Then slide the feathering spindle out, sometimes it may catch a little bit because the end gets slightly flared from tightening the screw up, so you just have to work with it a little bit. You can actually squeeze on the blade grip and just take your Phillips screwdriver and seat it back. And take another bearing like so. Make sure that the back side of the retainer is pointed toward the outer side of the grip, and just push that in like so. You got one blade grip complete. So we'll do the same thing with the other bearings. See the copper side out, that's the retainer side out. So what you'll do is just slide this into the blade grip like so, push it home, pull it through with the feathering spindle, slide the feathering spindle out, take the last ball bearing, make sure that the copper side is up, insert it into the blade grip like so. So now we've got two completed blade grips. Now what we're going to do is take our feathering spindle, slide it back in like so, push it home with the screwdriver, and we'll take our flat blade screwdriver, pick up the end of the slot, there we go. And you'll notice that we've got the blade grip captured with a little silicone rubber. So now what you're going to do is take the flange washers like this, flange side with the step toward the bearing. Slide that on and take and insert the feathering spindle like so. Then again, take the flange washer, make sure that the flange part like this goes toward the bearing on the grip. Make sure your letters are up so that the rotor head's in a leading configuration like so. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our screwdriver, pick up our screw with our magnetized end right here, make sure it's on the end of the screwdriver like so. And if you just take your hand like this and hold this in place, what you want to do is take your fingers and grab a hold of this blade grip like so, and insert the screw in the end of the feathering spindle. Now if you want to, you can apply a drop of Loctite on this screw at this point. I don't normally, because the torque of the system is enough to hold it in place. Torque everything down, slide your screwdriver out, grab a hold of the rotor head, make sure that there's no free play anywhere. Check for freedom of operation of the blade grips. And the job's complete. Enjoy your new bearings. It's a great upgrade.